Hello and welcome to another MCO market update on Link. Here on the Link chart, the price is still holding main support between $6.90 and $12.83. If you watched previous videos, then you know already about this support zone. As I said, it's still holding, and the idea is still that we could be turning around in this region to start a rally to $47 plus. Yeah, the price has not clearly bottomed yet, or at least there is no information, no clear confirmation that a low is in. There is a small reaction. We can zoom in a minute, but if you know, it's good to get an idea of the size of movements. When we zoom out, we can see that quite well, because anything that happened from the low so far is insignificant compared to normal price behavior. Yeah, it's part of normal volatility, or at least it could be. However, should the market have bottomed already, then the next move to the upside should take us to $47 plus. That is the 100% extension of the move to the upside that happened after the 2023 low. And if this indeed is an A wave, which is my preferred interpretation in the yellow scenario, then the C wave to the upside should reach at least the 100% Fibonacci extension. At $47, right? It can always go higher, but that will depend on the microstructure. Yeah, that will depend on the microstructure. What we need to see is also some further confirmation. For example, what we want to see to confirm further that a substantial low has formed is a micro 5-wave move to the upside, followed by a 3-wave pullback. And I can actually change here the wave degree so we see that a little bit better. Basically, what I want to see is circle wave 1 completed. As soon as this is done and we have a solid 5-wave move up in wave 1, the wave 2 pullback should be a corrective pullback and form a higher low. And then from there, a 3rd wave rally should start. That is typically the most aggressive rally in such a structure, in such a 5-wave structure. So it remains my view that there is a good case to be made that a low could form in this price region. But there is a condition, okay? The condition is that the $6.90 level is holding. Any decisive break below $6.90 will reduce the likelihood that a successful upside reversal is underway, okay? So that is very, very important to understand. Why is that the case? Because normally, whether we call this a wave 2 pullback, which is a corrective structure as part of the white scenario, which is also bullish, or whether this is the yellow B wave pullback, well, in both cases, we know that statistically speaking, the price should not break below the 78.6 retracement. Any break below will, based on Elliott wave rules, not invalidate the structure, but based on the guidelines, we know that the move to the upside will then most likely not happen. At least probabilities for a successful upside reversal will reduce. So what are we watching for specifically? We're watching for a first 5-wave pattern to the upside from the lows. Now you might say that looks like 5 waves. Maybe it is, but that's really too small to be relevant. It does look like a small 5-wave move, but it's not formed the 5th wave. Then it's too small to be relevant. So I would rather focus here on the bigger picture. The support zone is large and colorful enough. And all I can say at this point, until we really get that 5-wave move up in circle wave 1, and the break above the last swing high at around $15.90, or let's say $16, there is not really a confirmed low in place. That's the update about Link. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.